Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dual Destinies. I originally had already recorded this part of the episode, but unfortunately, for some reason, it got messed up in the editing, so I'm going through this over again, which I'm not really looking forward to because this is probably like the third time I've had to go through this part. But hopefully maybe it'll play off a little bit better now that I know what's going on. We'll see. And I'm going to go through this product rather quickly because I'm tired of this stuff. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama! Wish I could have experienced it! No, you don't. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. So if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. I was wondering about that awl you had on you when you were arrested. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why is there's blood on this? That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but... It probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday. It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Dana and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl with what looked like blood on it. A key and the awl? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so... The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it? I have a really bad feeling about this. Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 o'clock p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd ended up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Dana. Well, I should go now. Bye. Oh, cutie patootie.
Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy.
The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still.
What is it?
Well, when Junie and her new two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there?
Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier that we'll never see? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial.
Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far.
Okay. The victim, Professor Constant Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described.
I wish those were the only similarities they shared.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the script in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did.
Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine.
King of games. And now we're going to continue, which we are definitely continuing because that was only like 7 minutes of recording. So, no, we're not saving the game because we're kind of behind already.
Ugh, my butterflies have butterflies in their stomach.
So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time?
My heart hasn't raced as fast as I ran the full marathon last year.
If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high. Relax. Everyone's nervous their first time. So my fears were unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal, and willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction.
There's that end justifies the means concept again.
Not that it has come to this. We have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The ends justify the means. I'm going to punch you.
I wish he stopped saying that.
Me too.
That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way.
But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I?
My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficiency the hard way. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, yes, forgive me. It's just, I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can.
I do too, but...
Now, if you would excuse me. Yeah, you can leave. I don't need to see you no more.
Ugh, thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before.
Don't let it get to you, Athena, and don't forget to keep smiling.
I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
The trial is about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me!
That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free.
Let's go! Let's do it! And don't get stuck on Bobby Fulbright again in the recording. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine.
Your boldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. Ah! This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now, summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your boldness. Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call our first witness.
And now we don't even get an opening statement?
Good job. Come on, Judge. Throw a spine.
Detective Fulbright. He and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team.
Oh, right, the case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge. Everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync.
Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding if that's what you're thinking.
All right, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Court's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it. Oh, well now we know it's real blood. That's not good. Thanks, Taka. Wow, that Burr can deliver evidence too? Blackwell has trained him well.
Maybe Blackwell should train it not to mess with people's hairs while he's at it.
Moving right along. The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of massive amount of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So then the body has been moved from the art room to the stage? Precisely! And there is one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner!" What's this? You have such a recording? Rub. Must be from that tape recorder Myriam's mentioned.
But why is this the first time we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder?
Silence, please! I would like to play the tape for you now!
You're a goner!
It is quite hard to hear.
But the voice does sound female.
The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant. Not so fast! After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. Funny you're mentioning about voice analysis, Fulbright. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know! It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no! The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugo Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body.
So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body.
Wait one moment. If all of the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Ha ha ha! Have no fear, for there is always an exception. An exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. What? Then that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body, and just as we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena.
Me neither.
And by those three, I mean Hugo Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods.
I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say.
In justice we trust! I take everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just 1 is a girl. That leaves the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility.
No!
Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations.
You could at least pretend to be upset for me.
A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha 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 ha! I don't do this for the money! It's all about justice! In justice we trust! Not only a heft-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are.
I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright.
Now, Bailiffs, please bring our next witness to the stand. It's a box. Happy birthday, Judge. So, our first witness is a cardboard box?
Stealth mode deactivated.
Oh, why? The box has hands.
Smile, Your Honor.
What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken.
Myriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy, and I'm a reporter on the judge course. Jennifer's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime.
Might I ask whether you could come out of that box?
How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter.
But testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. A former ninja I met in the clinic said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my! I had never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time.
A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto! How can the judge leave this load of crock?
Because it's Ace Attorney! Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. Alright, let's go.
The murder happened exactly like Jennifer's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Jennifer knew the script's content. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Jennifer's murderous rage. Jennifer had to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder is just like her script.
That's okay. The murder is just like her script. Could such a thing be true?
Compare her script with the murder case and crime scene photos. Then you'll see.
This is so simple, even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Blackwell, please. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where this crime supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope in which Hughes has written, were found. This proves that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script, an argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing.
That makes perfect sense. What now?
Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now.
He's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all! A bum rap and phony evidence! Grudges and betrayals!
I trust the defendant is ready to cross-examine the witness?
No problem. Yes, I'm ready. I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this.
Alright, so we got two options here. We can press every statement, or we can press the first and last statement. If I remember, I only pressed the first and last statement in the last recording, so I'm going to stick with that to keep the time going. Keep it on the right amount of time. Or overtime.
There must be places where the script and this case diverge. Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles. I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk.
What? Really? Huh. Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate. My God, Blackwell!
What did you just say?
Blackwell really turned that one around on you.
Whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback.
Whoa, easy there, Athena. Now you listen to me. The two cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't yet been erected in the mock trial script, and in the actual case there was signs indicating the victim's wrist had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility.
Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. Shh, what a total burn! Try again, why don't you, pawn of woods?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely try again. It is the last statement.
Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body, just like the script.
Wary is the trial which pits Hawk against Canary.
What did you just say?
If he's so wary, he should try himping less. I bet that saved him some energy.
This is no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary.
Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes Dodo. Hugo Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents?
That's right.
Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? Ugh. No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child.
Elementary school? Reporter's testimony throws attorneys Athena Sykes for a loop. The perfect caption.
How marvelous! A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boast your brand. Boost.
In a school paper? Seriously?
I believe you impressed the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes. Now do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now and in that fair desert mind of yours. Etched it deep so you may never forget.
No! No! Even my arguments get thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I going to do?
Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now.
Huh?
Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way?
I don't follow.
Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do.
I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just like it was in the script, and that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt not a coincidence. Is that correct? No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways. What'd I say? What'd I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script, something known only to her? That would be not just foolhardy, but completely irrational. What do you mean?
Yes, Miss Sykes, please tell this court what you mean by irrational.
It wouldn't make any sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would make her the culprit.
obviously.
The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in and itself is irrational.
What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes, care to explain what you mean?
Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the... That's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't let it go to your head just yet.
It would seem Justice Dodo's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword. Hello, Typo. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use.
Enough with the stupid sword metaphors already!
There is perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak.
Reason? What reason?
Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, nary a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case and script.
No! The mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered!
Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself.
What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too?
Precisely, and with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled.
Wait, so you didn't call the police? Nope, I kept it a secret for my big scoop. You can't do that!
I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin, did I not, my little box top?
Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was... Ah!
Geez, I wonder what the twisted samurai did to her.
Block off all the holes in her box? And spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight?
That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony.
Shh. Sure, Mr. Samurai, I'm ready to finish off that she-devil.
Okay. What did you actually see, Scuttlebutt?
I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" Then suddenly she fled into the hallway as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made. Why did you withhold such key testimony? What's that supposed to mean?
Dana, you haven't even started your cross-examination.
I know, but her testimony points to her as being a potential suspect.
Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is... No, wait. I bet he's already thought of that.
The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Wood's room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. The prosecution claims no longer has any ground to stand on. Ah! Help!
Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers so. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Tucker. Do you want him to peck your eyes out?
No, thanks.
You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi.
Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of the death, I was at undercover reporter's class. It's right near my home. Undercover reporter class?
The proverb rug has been pulled from under you. The witness could not be the killer. I want to strangle everyone here. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secure to the floor. I tried to warn you. Oh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down.
Huh? No, wait a minute!
The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. For whatever man is sowing, this he will also reap.
Why can't he say you reap what you sow?
Let me see where we are on this thing. Oh, I might have already hit where I need to go. Well, the cross-examination is over. I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spend some time in her lovely box and recover the stressful events.
She.
I think I might actually be where I am. Hold on. This might take... Let me make sure I'm actually on the right part of this thing. The life of editing. Come on, load up faster, and then I can figure out where we are on this video. Yep, okay. I've completely caught up to where I left off, so I'm gonna stop the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. There may be a little bit of a repeat since I did go a little bit over, but I was supposed to stop at alibi, but I wasn't sure if that was the right alibi. But yeah, video's done, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.